welcome to Mama Ruth's house. Today, because the 4th of July is so close, I've decided that we're going to make 4th of July dessert. And it is red, white, and blueberry yogurt popsicles. They are only one Weight Watcher point each. They're made with fresh fruit, and we're going to show you how to do it. Got our hot plate on. And the first, they're going to be red, white, and blue, as I said. The first thing we're going to do is put our blueberries, which I have already washed and prepared these. We're going to put 1.5 cups. These are going to make 8 popsicles. So we're going to put this in, heat it up. We're going to be using allulose natural sweetener. It's low calorie. It's a very tasty sweetener. It acts a lot like sugar. And we're going to use 2.5 tablespoons. And we're going to cook this for 5 minutes after it gets going here. Hope everyone is going to have a wonderful 4th of July. Got anything good planned? I think these would be wonderful to take to a gathering. Just have to make sure they have a freezer. Can't do it outdoors like if you went to a park, but you could if you were at someone's house. I decided to have my 4th of July apron on today. So these are going to take a few minutes to get going here before we count our 5 minutes. I have these molds, this mold that I got from Amazon. And as I said, we're going to be making 8 of them. I have a little funnel. And then also, it came with sticks, popsicle sticks, and the little bags. So once we get them done, I can put them in the bags as well. So once we cook this for 5 minutes, we're going to put a couple of tablespoons in each. And then we're going to let it freeze for about 10 minutes and then make the next layer. You just kind of squish these down a little bit. I'm also going to be using my emulsion blender once they get cooked the way we want them. So you just want it like a puree. The next layer is going to be a lemon yogurt. And then the last layer is going to be this exact same way, but we're going to do it with strawberries. You just freeze it between layers. My hot plate always takes a minute to get everything going, but once it gets going, it's good. And I did have these in the fridge, so it's going to take it a little bit longer to get up to temp. We're going to put a little lemon zest in the middle layer. There we go. They're cooking up nicely. If our funnel doesn't work because of how little it is, then we may need to just put it in there. It'll be all right. Set my timer for 5 minutes. I'm now down 42.4 pounds. I'm very excited about that. Just eating healthier, and all the things that I show you guys how to cook, I eat as well. These blueberries smell really good. I'm just kind of squishing them in there a little bit too. Turn it down just a tad. After we put the 3 layers, then we're going to keep them in the freezer for overnight, and then we can bring them out tomorrow and enjoy them. Got a little bit more time. I'm going to go ahead and turn this burner off. I don't know if you can see how that looks. Just blend this all up nice and smooth. You could put it in a blender. You can use, I would just put it in a blender, is fine. Food processor, you could put it in a food processor or a blender if you don't have an emulsion blender. All right. I'm just going to sit there. So it made it nice and smooth. And these are silicone, so we can put it in there hot. It'll be fine. But I am going to measure because I want to try to make everything the same amount. It says 1.5 to 2 tablespoons. I'm going to start by only putting 1 tablespoon in at a time and just see how that works for us. Then we can go back through and put more if we can. This is working well. Actually, just a tiny bit more for each would be work. I am not going to put the stick in yet. I think I'm going to wait and put the stick in with the next layer. But that's just what I'm going to do. We'll see if it works. So I'm going to put this lid back on it, and I'm going to go put it in the freezer for a few minutes. while we do the next layer. So with this layer, we're going to be adding light and fit Greek lemon cream yogurt and a teaspoon of lemon zest. I'm going to add 1.5 of these. So it's a little yellow. It's supposed to be white, but that's what we're going to go with. So if you wanted it to be more white, you could use the zero Greek yogurt and then add some lemon zest and lemon. But these are really good, and I thought it would be super yummy in there. Actually, I'm just going to add all 3 because what am I going to do with a half of one? So we'll just do all 3. All right. We're going to add some zest. I think it's going to be so yummy with the blueberry and the lemon. I think that's good. I'm going to use my lemon for another. All right, so we're just going to mix this together and pretend it's white. I was going more for the flavor personally, but so I'm just going to take a little bag here, fill it up so that we can squeeze it into our popsicle molds. I don't know, it's going to be 108 today here. We're in Central California and it is super hot. So I'm just going to fold this over and I'll just cut off the tip and we'll put it inside our thing. I think they've been in there long enough, and we'll put these and then we'll put the sticks. Okay, so our popsicles have been in the freezer for about 15 minutes. So they've set on the bottom. That's our bottom blue layer. And then we're going to put our second layer in there. Just going to cut off the end of this one. And just squeeze them into here and try to make it as even as I can. And I'm just going to hit them on there so I need to clean that up right there. So I'm going to try to get rid of anything that I've smeared around here. All right, now this one right here needs a little bit more. I can already see that. This is just a fun little treat. For the holiday. All right, now I'm going to put this back on. And then I'm going to go ahead and stick our popsicle sticks in there. And put these back in the freezer. And we'll make the strawberry layer and put these back in there so that they can get cold and set up a little bit before we put our last layer on top. All right, I'm going to go put these back in the freezer, and then we'll work on the strawberry layer. So we're back. We're doing the third layer. We already put in the lemon layer. For some reason it wasn't recording. Well, the reason is I didn't push the button. So you missed me putting the lemon in the middle. We're going to do the same thing we did as the blueberries. Going to kind of smash them a little bit and then cook them for 5 minutes. And then we're going to use our emulsion blender, but you could use your food processor or your blender. If you don't have an emulsion blender, it just is so much easier to do it right here in the pan. I think it's going to be a lovely dessert. It's a bonus video. I'm going to make a few bonus videos for the holiday, and you can use them for any treat. This is a nice treat for one point for the summer. It's a little time consuming, but I think it's well worth it. This is the first time I'm making it, so we're going to find out together how delicious these are. So I put a cup and a half of fresh strawberries and 2.5 tablespoons of the allulose natural sweetener. So I'm going to make this, and I think I'm just going to go ahead and put it back in the container, and then I can just pour it in because it's right at the top. I think we'll be fine. I don't think I'm going to have to use the funnel, but we'll see. We'll see how it works. I already put the sticks in. All right, I'm going to set it for 5 minutes. This smells good, just like wonderful, just like the blueberries did. And let it cook a little bit, and then we'll stir it up some more. If any of you have any ideas of what you would like me to make or try to make a little lightened up, I'd be happy to try. There we go. Now it's boiling. We've got about 2 minutes remaining. My garden is producing a lot of squash, so we're going to be making some, I think we're going to make no sugar added zucchini bread, and we'll make some other things with the zucchini and the summer squash. I turned this down a little bit. The allulose acts and tastes a lot like sugar to me. I know it acts a lot like sugar, everything that I've made so far with it. Seems just pretty much to act like sugar, browning and everything like that. Turn that off. I'm going to go ahead and use my emulsion blender. Again, you could use your blender, you could use your food processor. That looks nice. It'll be wonderful. I'm going to go ahead and take this to the, we're just going to let that cool a little bit and let the second layer set up. And then we'll be back. Okay, welcome back. We are now ready to put our third and final layer on our red, white, and blueberry popsicles. Put you down so you can see. So I am just going to spoon some of this in there. And I'm going to just, well, maybe I can just pour it. Well, let's just try that. I can. Lovely. Just kind of do it as evenly as possible. I can tell you right now, these look like they're going to be so yummy. My favorite part is they're only 1 point each. Perfect. Wipe off the excess on the top here. All right. Now we're going to put them in for overnight. I'll put down in the bottom where I got these. I got these from Amazon, this popsicle holder. And I'll put the link there if you guys are interested. Okay. So we're going to put these in there overnight, and tomorrow we'll taste them. Hello. Well, our popsicles are ready to take out. Let's see how that goes. I'm going to put you down so you can see what I'm doing. These are the red, white, and blue berry yogurt popsicles. These have been in the freezer overnight. I'm hoping they just pull right out. Took a little finagling, but we are going to get this out. That's how it turned out. Not quite what I expected, but it looks good. Let me go give this one to my husband. They have my husband's approval. He tried one. Okay. That one came out a little better. So I have these little bags that I'm going to put them in. That one's cute. That's what I was looking for. First, we're just going to leave them here, and I'll put them in the bag after. I don't want them to get too melty. Oh, that one worked out well too. So it's a little challenging to get out, and I think I'm just not doing something right. If you guys have any good ideas on how I could do it better, please let me know. I probably should have listened to what it said and put them in the water, but I did not. So before I put them in my bags to store them, again, these are a nice treat. 1 point each if you're doing the Weight Watcher plan. And I'm going to try one here in a minute. Again, I do want to thank you all for all your support and everything that you guys do, and subscribing and sharing, and I do appreciate it. And I'm going to try one of these and see how it is. It looks delicious, refreshing. Very tasty. All of it. Very nice. Thank you again for watching. I appreciate you guys, and thank you for following along on my weight loss journey. I hope you guys learned a few things and can help me learn, because obviously I couldn't take those out correctly. And I just want to thank you again, and until next time, make a fantastic day.